fly the land?
You must have patience, madam.
He had none. His flight was madness. When our actions do not, our fears do make us traitors.
You know not whether it was his wisdom or his fear.
Wisdom? To leave his wife? To leave his babes? His mansion and his titles in a place from whence himself doth fly? He loves us not.
My dear coz, I pray you, school yourself. But for your husband, he is wise, noble, judicious, and best knows the fits of the season. I dare not speak much further. But cruel are the times when we are traitors and do not know ourselves, when we hold rumor from what we fear, yet know not what we fear, but float upon a wild and violent sea, each way and move. I take my leave of you.
Fathered she is, and yet she is fatherless.
I am so much a fool. Should I stay longer? It would be my disgrace and your discomfort. I take my leave at once.
My child, your father is dead. And what will you do now? How will you live?
As birds do, Mother.
What? With worms and flies?
With what I get, I mean, so do they.
Poor bird, thou never fear the net nor line, the pitfall nor the gin.
Why should I, Mother? Poor birds, they are not sent for. My father is not dead, for all you're saying.
Yes, he is dead. And how wilt thou do for a father?
Nay, how wilt you do for a husband?
Why, I can buy me a 20 in any market.
Then you will buy him to sell again.
Thou speakest with all thy wit, and yet I faith wit enough for thee.
Was my father a traitor, Mother?
Aye, that he was.
What is a traitor?
One that swears and lies.
And be all traitors that do so?
Everyone that does so is a traitor, and must be hanged.
And be all that swear and lie be hanged?
Everyone.
Who must hang them?
Why? The honest men.
Then the liars and the swearers are fools. For there are liars and the swearers enough to beat the honest men and hang them up.
Now God help thee, poor monkey. What? How wilt thou do for a father?
If he were dead, you would weep for him. If he were not, that's a good sign. I should quickly have a new father.
Poor prattler, how thou talkest.
Bless you, fair dame. I may not to you known, though in your state of honor, I am perfect. I doubt some danger awaits you nearly. If you will never take a homely man's advice, be not found here. Hence with the little ones. To fright you thus makes you think I'm too savage. To do worse to you feel cruelty, which is too nigh your person. Heaven preserve you. I dare abide no longer.
Whither should I fly? I have done no harm. But I remember now earthly world, where to do harm is often laudable, to do good sometime accounted dangerous folly. Why then, alas, do I put up this womanly defense to say I have done no harm? What are these faces?
Where is your husband?
I hope in no place so unsanctified, where such as thou mayst find him.
He's a traitor.
Thou liest, thou shaggy villain!
You! Oh, no! No!
What, you egg?
Oh!
Ah!
No! No!
Young fire of treachery.
He has killed me, mother! Run away! I pray you!
Ah!
Let us seek out some desolate shade, and there weep our sad bosoms empty. Let us rather hold fast the mortal sword and, like good men, bestride our downfallen martyrdom. Each new moan, new widow howl, new orphan cry, new sorrow strike heaven on the face, that it resounds as if it felt with Scotland, and yelled out like syllable of dollar. What I believe, I'll wail. What no, believe. And what I can redress, when I shall have time to, friend, I will. This tyrant, whose sole name blisters our heart, was once thought honest. You have loved him well. He hath not touched you yet. I am young, and something you may deserve of him through me. And wisdom to offer up a weak, innocent, poor lamb to appease an angry God.
I am not treacherous.
But Macbeth is. A good and virtuous nature may recoil in an imperial charge. But I shall crave your pardon. That which you are, my thoughts cannot transpose. Angels are bright still, though the brightest fell. All things far would bear the rose of grace, and yet grace must still look so.
I've lost my hopes.
Perchance even there, where I did find my doubts. Why, in that rawness, left you wife and child? Those precious motives, those strong knots of love, without leave taking. Pray you, let not my jealousies be your dishonors, but mine own safeties. You may be rightfully just, whatever I shall think.
Bleed, bleed, poor country. Great tyranny, lay thou thy basest shore, for goodness dare not check thee. Wear thou thy wrongs, the title is of fiat. Fare thee well, Lord. I would not be the villain that thou thinkest, for the whole space that's in the tyrant's grasp, and the rich east to boot.
Be not offended. I do not speak in absolute fear of you. I think our country sinks beneath the yoke. It weeps, it bleeds, and each new day a gash is added to her wound. I think without there would be hands uplifted in my right. And here from gracious England have I offer of goodly thousands. But for all this, when I shall set upon the tyrant's head, or wear it on my sword, my poor country shall have more vices than it had before, more supper, more sundry waste than ever that shall succeed him.
And what should he be?
It is myself, I mean, in whom I know all the particulars of vice, so grafted that when they shall be opened, black Macbeth will see him as pure as snow. Poor state will esteem him as a lamb, compared with
my confineless harms.
Not in the legions of horrid hell can come a devil more damned in evil to top Macbeth.
I grant him bloody, luxurious, avaricious, false, deceitful, sudden, malicious, smacking of every sin that has a name. But there is no bottom, none, in my voluptuousness. Your wives, your daughters, your matrons, your maids could not fill up the cistern of my lust. And my desire, all continent impediments would overwear that it opposed my will. Better Macbeth than such an one to reign.
Boundless intemperance in nature is a tyranny. It hath been the untimely emptying of happy thrones and fall of many kings. But fear not yet to take upon you what is yours. You may convey your pleasures in spacious plenty, and yet seem cold. The time you may so hoodwink. We have willing dames enough. There cannot be that vulture in you to devour so many, as will to greatness will dedicate themselves, finding it so inclined.
With this, there grows my most ill-composed affection, such a stanchless avarice that, were I king, I should cut off the nobles of their lands, desire his jewels, and this other's house, and my more having would be as a sauce to make me hunger more, that I should forge quarrels unjust among the good and loyal, destroying them for their wealth.
This Everest six deeper grows with more pernicious root than summer seeming lust. It hath been the sword of our slain kings. But fear not. Scotland hath enough poisons to fill up your will of your mere own. All these are potables with other graces weighed.
But I have none. The king becoming graces, such as justice, temperance, verity, stableness, bounty, perseverance, mercy, lowliness. I have no relish of them, but abound in each division several crimes, acting in many ways. Nay, had I power, I should pour the sweet milk of concord into hell, uproar universal peace, confound all unity on earth. Such a one fit to govern. Speak. I am as I have spoken.
Fit to govern. No! Not to live. O nation miserable, with an untitled bloody serpent, when shalt thou see thy wholesome days again? Since that the truest of thy throne with his own interdiction stands accursed and does blaspheme his breed. Thy royal father was the most sainted king. The queen that bore thee oftener upon her knees than on her feet died every day she lived. Fare thee well, Lord. These evil thou repeatest upon thyself hath banished me from Scotland. O my breast, thy hopes endure.
Macduff, this noble passion, this child of integrity, has from my soul wiped off the black scruples, reconciled my thoughts to thy good truth and honor. English Macbeth, by many of his strains, has sought to bring me into his power, and modest wisdom plucks me from overcredulous haste. But God deal between thee and me, for even now I put myself to thy direction and speak mine own detraction. Hereafter the taints and blames I laid upon myself, strangers to my nature. I am yet known to woman, never has forsoken. At no point broke my faith.
scarcely have coveted what was mine own, delight no less in truth than in life. My first false speaking was this on myself. What I truly am is thine and my poor country's to command. Whither indeed, before thy here approach, old seaward with 10,000 warlike men already at a point was setting forth. Now we will together, and our chance of goodness will be like a war-ended quarrel. Why are you silent?
Such welcome and unwelcome things at once. It's hard to reconcile. Who comes here?
My countryman, yet I know him not.
I have a gentle cousin. Welcome hither.
I know him now. Good God, betimes remove the means that makes us strangers.
So, amen.
Stand Scotland where it did?
Alas, poor country, almost afraid to know itself. It cannot be called a mother, but our grave, where nothing but who knows nothing is once seen to smile.
What's the newest grief?
That of an hour's age doth his the speaker. Each minute teems a new one.
How does my wife?
Why? Well,
And all my children?
well too.
The tyrant had not battered at their peace.
No, they were well at peace when I did leave him.
We are not any good of your speech. How goes it?
When I came hither to transport the tidings which I have heavily borne, there ran a rumor of many worthy fellows that were out, which was to my belief witnessed rather for that I saw tyrant's power afoot. Now is the time to help.
Be their comfort. We are coming thither. Gracious England has lent us good silver and 10,000 warlike men. A better and older soldier none that Christendom gives out.
Wish I could answer this comfort with the like. But I have words that should be howled out in the desert air, where hearing should not lash them.
What concern they? The general cause, or is it a fee grief due to some single breast?
No minds that honest, but in it share some woe, though the main part pertains to you alone.
If it be mine, keep it not from me. Quickly let me have it.
Let not your ear despise my tongue forever, which shall possess them with the heaviest sound that ever yet they heard.
Oh, I guess at it.
Your castle is surprised. Your wife and babes savagely slaughtered. To relate the manner whereon the quarry of these murdered deer, to add the death of you.
Merciful heavens!
All my children?
Wife, children, servants, all that could be found.
And I must be from thence. My wife killed too.
I have said,
Be comforted. Let us make us medicines of our great revenge to fight this deadly grief.
He has no children. All my pretty ones. Did you say all? Oh, hellkite. All my pretty ones and their dam at one fell swoop.
Dispute it like a man!
I shall do so. But I also must feel it as a man. cannot but remember things that were more precious to me. Did heaven look upon and did not take their part? Sinful Macbeth, they were struck for thee, not for their own demerits, but for thine fell slaughter on their souls. Heaven rest them now.
It is the whetstone of your sword. Blunt not the heart, and raise it.
Oh, I could play braggart with mine eyes, and women with my tongue. But gentle heavens, cut short all intermissions. Front to front bring thou this fiend of Scotland and myself. And within my sword's length set him. If he escapes, heaven forgive him too.
This soon goes manly. Come, go we to the king. Our power is ready. Our lack is nothing but our leave. Macbeth is ripe for shaking. The powers above put on their instruments. Receive what cheer you may. The night is long that never finds the day.
I have 2 nights watched with you, but can perceive no truth in your report. When was it she last walked?
Since His Majesty went into the field, I have seen her rise from her bed, throw her nightgown upon her, unlock her closet, take forth paper, fold it, write upon it, read it, afterwards seal it, and again return to bed, yet all this while in a most fast sleep.
A great perturbation in nature to receive at once the benefit of sleep and do the effects of watching. In this slumber agitation, besides her walk and other actual performances, what at any time have you heard her say?
That, sir, which I will not report after her.
You may to me, and 'tis most meet you should.
Neither to you nor anyone, having no witness to confirm my speech. Lo you, here she comes. This is her very guise, and upon my life, fast asleep. Observe her, stand close.
How came she by that light?
Why? It stood by her. She had light by her continually. It is her command.
You see, her eyes are open.
Aye, but her senses are shut.
What is it she does now? Look how she rubs her hands.
It is an accustomed action with her. So, to seem thus washing her hands. I have known her continue in this a quarter of an hour. Yet here's a spot.
Hark! She speaks. Let me set down what comes from her to satisfy my remembrance the more strongly.
Out, damn spot! Out, I say! 1, 2. Why then? It is time to do it. Hell is murky. power to account. Yet, who would have thought the old man would have had so much blood in him?
Do you mark that?
The king of wife had a wife. Where is she now? What? Will these hands ne'er be clean? No more of that, my lord. No more of that. You mar all with this starting.
Go to. You have known what you should not.
She has spoke what she should not. I'm sure of that. Heaven knows what she has known. Hear the smell of the blood still. All the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand.
What a sigh is there? The heart is sorely charged.
I would not have such a heart in my bosom for the dignity of the whole body.
Well.
Pray God, if we serve.
This disease is beyond my practice. Yet I have known those who have walked in their sleep, who have died holily in their beds.
Wash your hands. Look not so pale. I say it yet again. Banco is dead. He cannot come out of his grave. To bed. To bed. Oh! There's a knocking. Wash your hands. Look not so pale. What's done cannot be undone. Take my hand. Take my hand! Give me your hand. To bed. 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 To bed.
Will she go now to bed?
Directly.
Foul whisperings are abroad. Unnatural deeds do breed unnatural troubles. Infected minds to their deaf pillows will discharge their secrets. More needs she the divine than a physician. God, forgive us all. Look after her. Remove from her the means of all annoyance, and still keep eyes upon her. So, good night. My mind she has mated, and amazed my sight. I think, but dare not speak.
Good night, good doctor.
Bring me no more reports! Let them fly! All! Till Burnham would remove to Dunsinane, I cannot taint with fear. What's the boy Malcolm, huh? Was he not born a woman? The spirits that know all mortal consequences have pronounced me thus. Fear not, Macbeth! No man that's born a woman shall e'er have power upon thee. Then fly, false Thanes, and mingle with the English epicures. The mind I swear by, and the heart I bear, shall never sag with doubt, nor shake with fear. The devil damn thee black, thou cream-faced loon! Where got thou that goose-look, huh?
There is 10,000
Quack, 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 geeks, villain!
soldiers, sir.
Go prick thy face and overrate thy fear. Thou lily-livered boy, what soldiers, Patch? Huh? Those linen cheeks of thine are countless to fear. What soldiers, brave face?
The English force. So please you.
Take thy face hence. Satan! I'm sick at heart when I behold. Satan, I say! This bush will cheer me ever, or disseat me now. I've lived long enough, and my life is fallen into the seer. The yellow leaf, and that which should accompany old age, as honor, love, obedience, troops of friends I must not look to have, but in their stead curses, not loud, but deep, mouth honor, breath which the poor heart would fain deny and dare not. Satan!
What is your gracious pleasure?
What news more?
All is confirmed, my lord, which was reported.
I'll fight till from my bonds my flesh be hacked. Give me mine armor.
This not needed yet.
I'll put it on! Send out more horses. Scour the country round. Hang those that talk of fear. Give me mine armor. Doctor, how does your patient, doctor?
Not so sick, my lord, as she is troubled with her thick coming fancies that keep her from her rest.
Cure her of that. Canst thou not minister to a mind disease? Pluck from the memory a rooted sorrow? Raise out the written troubles of the brain? And with some sweet, oblivious antidote, cleanse that stuffed bosom of that perilous stuff which weighs upon the heart?
Therein the patient must minister to himself.
Throw physic to the dogs! I'll none of it. Come, put mine armor on, give me my staff. Satan, send out. Doctor, the Thanes fly from me.
Come, sir, dispatch. If thou couldst, doctor, cast the water of my land, find her disease, and purge it to a sound and pristine health, I would applaud thee to the very echo that should applaud again. Pull up, I say. What rhubarb, senna, or what purgative drug would scour these English hens? Hearest thou of them?
Aye, my good lord. Your royal preparation makes us hear something.
Bring it after me. I will not be afraid of death and bane till Burnham Forest comes to Dunsinane.
Were I from Dunsinane away and clear, profit again should hardly draw me here.
For since I hope the days are near at hand that chambers will be safe.
We doubted nothing.
What wood is this before us?
The wood of Burnham.
Let every soldier hew him down a bow and bear it before him. Thereby shall we shadow the numbers of our host and make discovery here in report of us.
It shall be done.
We love no other but the constant tyrant is still in Dunsinane and will endure stepping down before us.
This is main home. Whenever advantage to be given, both more and less are given in the revolt, and none serve with him but constrained things whose hearts are absent too.
Let us just insert in this Louisville and put beyond industrious soldiership.
The time approaches that will with due decision make us know what we shall say we have and what we owe. Thoughts speculative they unsure, hopes relate, but sudden issue strokes must arbitrate. To us we advance the war! Yeah!
Hang out our banners on the outward walls. The cry is till they come. Our castle's strength will laugh a siege to scorn. Let them lie here till famine and the ague eat them up. Were they not forced with those that should have been ours, we might have met them therefore beard to beard and beat them backward home. What is that noise?
It is the cry of women, my good lord.
I've almost forgot the taste of fear. Time has been my senses would have cooled to hear a night shriek, and my fill of hair would at a dismal treatise rouse and stir as if life were in it. I've supped full with horrors. Direness familiar to my slaught'rous thoughts cannot once start me. Wherefore was that cry?
The queen, my lord, is dead.
She should have died hereafter. There would have been a time for such a word. Tomorrow, And tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day, till the last syllable of recorded time. And all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Out, brief candle. Life is but a walking shadow, a poor player who struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Thou camest to use thy tongue, thy story quickly.
Gracious my lord, I should report which I say I saw, but not know how to do it.
Well, say, sir.
As I did stand my watch upon the hill, I looked toward Burnham, and none on me thought a wood began to move.
Liar and slave!
Let me endure your wrath, if it not be so. Within 3 miles, you may see it coming. I say, a moving glow!
Thou sayest, false! Upon the next tree shalt thou hang alive. If thy speech is sooth, I care not if thou dost for me as much. I full in resolution and begin to doubt the equivocation of the fiend that lies like truth. Fear not till Burnham wood come to Dunsinane, and the wood does move towards Dunsinane. Huh? Arm! Out! Ring the alarm bell! Blow wind! Come rack! At least we'll die with harness on our back! Ah!
Now near enough. Throw down your leafy screens and sow like those you are. Worthy uncle, shall with my cousin, your right noble son, lead our first battle. Worthy Macbeth, and we shall take upon what else remains to do, according to our order.
Very well then. Do we but find the tyrant's power tonight? Let us be beaten if we cannot fight. Make all our trumpets speak. Give them all breath. Those clamorous harbingers of blood and death.
They have tied me to a stake. I cannot fly. But bare luck, I must fight the course. What's he that's not born of woman? Such a one am I to fear or none. But swords I smile at. Weapons laugh to scorn brandished by a man that's not a woman born. Ha!
That were the noises. Tyrant! Show thy face! If thou be slain, and with no stroke of mine, my wives and children ghosts will haunt me still. I cannot strike at wrenched corns whom arms are hired to bear their staves. Either thou, Macbeth, or else my sword with an unbattered edge I sheathe again unneeded. Ah! There thou shouldest be, by this great clatter. One of the greatest notes seems rooted. Let me have him, fortune, and more I beg not. This way, my lord.
The castle gently rendered. The tyrants, people on both sides to fight noble things to bravely in the war. The day almost itself professes yours and little is to do.
We have met with foes who strike beside us.
Enter, sir, the castle.
Why should I play the Roman fool and die on mine own sword, whilst I see lives the gashes too better upon them?
Turn around. Turn.
Of all men else I have avoided thee. Get thee back. My soul is too much charged with blood of thine already.
I have no words. My voice is in my sword. Thou bloody a villain, then terms can give thee out.
Thou losest labor! As easy mayest thou the intringent air with thy keen sword impress, as make me bleed. I bear a charmed life, which must not yield to one of woman born.
Spare thy child, and let the angels, whom thou still hast served, tell thee, Macbeth was from his mother's womb untimely ripped.
Accursed be the tongue that tells me so, for it hath cowed my better part of man. And be these juggling fiends no more believed, that palter with us in double sense, that make the word of promise to our ears, and break it to our hope. I will not fight thee.
Then yield thee, coward, and live to be the show and the gaze of the time. Will have thee as rarer monsters are, painted upon a pole and underwrit, here you may see the tyrant.
I will not yield to kiss the ground before young Malcolm's feet, and to be baited with a raven's curse. Though Burnham would be come to Dunsinane, and thou opposed, being of no woman born, yet I will try the last. Before my body I throw my warlike shield, lay on Macduff, and damned be him that first cries, "Hold! Enough!"
else we miss the safe ride.
Some must go off. And yet by these I see, so great a day like this is cheaply bought.
Macbeth is missing. So is your son.
Your son, my lord, has paid a soldier's debt. He only lived but till he was a man. The wish no sooner had his prowess confirmed in the unshrinking station where he fought, but like a man he died.
Then he's dead.
Aye, and brought off the field. Your cause of sorrow must not be measured by his worth, for then it hath no end.
Had he searched before?
Aye, on the front.
Why then, God's soldier be he, had as many sons as thou is, I wouldn't wish them to a fairer death. And so is Mary's not.
He is worth more sorrow. And that we shall spend for him.
He's worth no more. They say he parted well and paid his score. And so God be with him.
We shall not spend a large expense of time before we reckon with your several loves and make us even with my thanes and kinsmen. Henceforth, be earls, the first that ever Scotland in such an honor named. What's more to do? That shall be planted newly with the time, as calling home our friends exiled, that fed the snares of watchful tyranny, producing forth the cruel ministers of this dead butcher and his fiend-like queen, who, as it is thought, by self and violent hands, took off her life. This, and what needful else, that calls upon us, by the grace of grace, we shall perform in measure, time, and place. So thanks to each of us, and to all one, whom we invite to see us crowned at Scone.
Yes,